What challenges do you face on a daily basis that requires you to motivate yourself?
Of course, yeah, it is. Most of them are emotional and physical. Probably 50-50 also, I can tell. Emotional means, the acceptance by when I'm in school and, people have to accept me like, another same person. Inclusiveness was not there earlier. On my right leg, after taking of course, polio injection, on the same day, I got a fever, and the next day, I got paralyzed on single leg. And then with lots of support from my family, parents, and these next circle.
Photography gave you the power to believe that, okay, this is a talent that I have that not everyone else has.
Yes, initially I was, having something negative on my mind that, I'm not accepted by the people or like that. But I have overcome once, I've come out of flying colors with this Abilympics and my job wherever I did. I gave my fullest effort, which was in fact some of the places it was more than 100% of being done by the normal people also. Each and every person, again, each and every person, neither disabled or not disabled, will have one skill which you have to find out. Definitely 200% there is a skill in each and everyone, unmindful of their percentage of disability. If it is a 99% disability also, there is one skill that person have to find out, or the immediate circle have to find out what is best suited for him. Then you have to enable that person on that, giving training or something to enable that person. Yes, definitely he will succeed.
Welcome to Beyond Limit Stories. We're going to start this month's episode with a little game we like to call Beyond Limit Stories. So, Sai Krishnan, I will ask you a question. If you could tell me the first answer that pops into your mind. So the question is, if you were stuck on a desert island and could bring 3 things that inspired you, what would they be?
No, can you repeat that question? Good evening, ma'am.
Sure. So the question is, if you were stuck on a desert island and could bring 3 things that inspire you, what would they be?
Okay, something interesting question.
Yes.
First and foremost is the experience, right? And the number 2 is survival of the fittest.
Sir, what is that?
Number first is experience, and the second is the survival of the fittest. Like Darwin says, how you are surviving in the given situation.
Survival of the fittest.
And number 3 is, again, how you are going to survive.
Okay. All right. And another question is, if you could have a superpower for one day, what would it be?
And make all the people in the world very happy.
So
And
happiness would be your superpower.
exactly. Yes.
Okay. All right. So welcome to Beyond Limit Stories. I called you in here today because I met you and was inspired by your story. So if we could start a little bit about your personal journey and what brought you here today.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening to everyone. I'm Sai Krishnan. Basically, I'm from Chennai. At the age of 1.5 years I got a polio on my right leg. After taking of course, polio injection, on the same day I got a fever, and the next day I got paralyzed on single leg. And then with lots of support from my family, parents, and these next circle friends, I'm able to come up. I finished my schooling in Chennai and the college also. I did my basic physics in Loyola, Chennai. Uh, I did my MCA in Miraz University, and I did my diploma in computer applications again in Loyola. And I did my Microsoft certification from Microsoft US. I'm one of the first 16 people to complete the exam, Microsoft Certified Systems Engineer. Beyond that, so I work for HCL now.
Okay.
My organization support in all my new endeavors, on which actually I'm an amateur photographer, got my passion of photography right since my school age. So I joined the Abilympics competition, both state, zonal, and national level. I won gold. And I had an opportunity to represent India in 2007 at Japan Abilympics. That's my first international endeavor.
So, taking a step back, Sai Krishnan, for what challenges do you face on a daily basis that requires you to motivate yourself? Or you think you need you need emotional, a little bit motivation to get through?
Yes, of course, yeah, it is. It is. Most of them are emotional and physical. Probably 50-50 also, I can tell. Emotional means, the acceptance by when I'm in school and, uh, people have to accept me like, the another same person. Inclusiveness was not there earlier. I was sidelined initially, then to overcome that, I studied well and I became first in the class. And then, yeah, school supported that inclusiveness, and I became an inspiration in school also. Once I proved myself in studies, education, and then of course college. Yeah, it is absolutely inclusiveness one, and no one has taught me whether you are physically challenged or normal. Nothing has happened, but physically, yes, it is very difficult to. On the school part, it is going to school is very difficult. Accessibility is very, very difficult. And then college also, you have to go for the public. You are dependent on the public transport. There is no accessibility is there. You have to go along, the time peak hours, you have to go along with the rush. And I can see people have not accepted, the common man has not accepted us. They have not provided any place. Even I have done football travel also, I did during my colleges.
So, in terms of the accessibility, what difference do you see between then, meaning your school days, and now?
Yes, a lot of positive things has happened. Number one is from my side, I can able to communicate to the people, and almost people are understanding now. Like if you are going on a wheelchair, yeah, they can help you out in the road also or pathway also. And in case you find any like platform or high and all those things, some people will come and help you out. Lot of difference I can able to see. Now people are accepting. Probably the next generation has come up with a good mind. It is positive now.
So, Sai Krishnan, seeing that you're from South India, there's generally a large difference between North India and South India. Now, I know you're a constant traveler, so do you see any differences between when you travel to the north versus being in the south?
That's a good question, ma'am. Yes, I can able to see that. Down south, yes, people are now passionate and they are coming to help readily. But I'm unable to. I can't say that 100% when I travel north and it is very difficult, but people are there, but still um bit rough and we have been handled a bit rough actually in
Okay,
the
so
north.
you're saying that North India is still a little bit less on awareness or accessibility, is that correct?
Absolutely, ma'am.
Okay, and now I know you travel overseas as well. So what's your experience going overseas in terms of accessibility and awareness as compared to what you feel and experience here in India?
Yeah, there is quite phenomenal changes when I travel abroad. Yes, the accessibility and the way we are being handled either by the public or the public infrastructures like transportation and all those things. Yeah, the handle of people is very, very good. Infrastructure is very good, and the people are, very courteous to extend their help or whenever we are walking, now they will give some space. All these things are happening. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying awareness started in North India, it's a little bit more in South India, but it's the most overseas. I think that's what you're trying to say. Um, that's a nice comparison. So going back to your personal journey, so I know you currently work in HCL Technologies. Tell me how you got there, what you're doing, and tell me how you got there.
Perfect. I completed my BSc Physics from Loyola College, Chennai, with flying colors. And basically, I'm very much interested in hardware instead of more than software. I am a hardware guy. Means I'll do projects at my home even in during school days also. They're doing mini lights, small building a radio and all those things. During my college also, I completed my ham radio license. I built my own high frequency sets, wireless sets, and all those things. So those things helped me to apply for, I completed my diploma in computer hardware engineering simultaneously along with my BSc physics, then applied for the service engineer job in HCL Infosystems. So like an on-job trainee, I joined in HCL. From there, yeah, it is no turning back there. Just a ladder only there. I improved myself right from there.
So how long have you been in HCL Technologies?
I joined HCL, initially I joined in HCL Infosystems in 1994. 2000, I completed my Microsoft engineering. Then I moved to HCL Tech. Almost this is my 30th year in HCL Tech.
Wow, that's quite a long journey.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you're pretty faithful starting and staying in one organization. Hats off to you. So, Sai Krishnan, in terms of the accessibility at your work, do you wish for any improvements? Do you see any gaps that can be filled? What do you experience in your work?
In workplace, yeah, if it is the office, yeah, absolutely, it is uh, accessible in all the aspects. Even all across India, all the HCL offices are fully accessible. They have wheelchair friendly restrooms are there, ramps everywhere is there. So as far as office is concerned, it is not at all an issue. And then when I go for a project or client place, yeah, I feel that inaccessibility is there, but definitely, yeah, being on wheelchair or physically challenged, I will highlight to the concerned person, and it is taken care immediately.
Now, I know aside from your 9 to 5 job in HCL Info Systems, you do a number of other things. They are even awardee in many areas. Can you tell me about your hobbies?
My first and foremost hobby is photography. I started late in 6th, 7th standard. My father gave a hotshot camera. Since that, film camera, I started with photography. And then after that, I told about the hardware interest. So I joined diploma in computer hardware. And parallelly, I did my ham radio, which means I can have a wireless system in my home, and across the globe, I can talk to any people during any natural disaster or something. And then later, uh, with the passion in photography, it leads to my Abilympics participation, both state, national, and international level. And then during recent days, I completed, because it was a requirement for my climb place. I'm the first PWD to um, complete and got the DGCA certified drone engineer now. I can operate drone, both small and medium sized drones.
Wow.
And parallelly, with passion with photography, I did acting course also with the Pune Film Institute. I passed from there. I did screenplay also there. Screenplay certification also I did. And then there is an opportunity came with the short film. I acted on the prime role, and luckily it got displayed in the recent Goa International Film Festival and got awarded also. I got a award from there.
Can you tell us what kind of film that was?
Yeah, it is. The storyline is very good, and it is on inclusivity. Inclusivity means, not only two types of inclusivity. One is the physically challenged, and then the another is storyline is the physically challenged person um, changing as a trans. Is
Okay.
converting to trans, and he could not able to express in workplace or house, being, in case house his mother is aged one, she cannot accept that. And then at office, yeah, corporate system may not accept, livelihood will be very difficult, and how he overcomes from there. That's the film.
So I think you're involved in quite a few projects. So you're involved in the AP Olympics, which is Olympics based on your abilities versus the Special Olympics, which is based on your physical abilities, correct?
That's right, it is on skills basically.
You're right. So you're involved in the AP Olympics, and since how long?
2006.
2006. And how did you get involved in the AP Olympics?
Yeah, even the name Abilympics, that time now I don't know about what is Abilympics. I know only Paralympics and Olympics. Then on the day, oh no, it came on a newspaper in Chennai. There is some Abilympics regional competition is going to happen. These are all the events are happening, and the people are invited to participate. So I just gave a try. I saw photography was also there, and then I called the organizers because there was a number is given. I called the organizers regarding participation in photography. They said, yeah, one slot is there in outdoor photography, and then I gave my name. That's why I started my Olympics.
Okay. So how do you think So you started taking photography or an interest in photography at an early age. How do you feel that being involved in this creative process, which photography is, helped you on your healing path, and your growth, and your acceptance?
Of course, yes. Uh, yeah, photography. Because of photography, I can show my creativity and what is come to my mind and my perspective to the world also. And certainly, Abilympics is a fantastic platform where it has, uh, I can say it is a U-turn in my life also, the Abilympics platform.
Mhm.
Because of that only, I can show my creativity, uh, both nationally and internationally. I can take up my ideas and I can able to win laurels to our country, winning international medals. And apart from that, it took me more places. And now it is the photographs are being used to um, propagate about one is enabling the people on the skills, and another one is uh, like uh, like lessons. It is it is used for inclusivity everywhere.
So, do you in your journey towards acceptance of yourself, right, and growing, um to understand and appreciate your abilities rather than your abilities, besides photography, what what is one or two things that helped you cope and helped you realize and helped you accept yourself?
Can you repeat that, Simran?
Sure. So in your journey towards growth, towards acceptance, and focusing on your abilities rather than your inabilities, what, besides the creative process, helped you cope and adapt to you not being able to do perhaps what your friends could do?
Uh, yeah, photography, apart from creativity, it helped me a lot. First is, to uh, move around the places. It gives immense strength, both mentally and physically, that I can do anything, uh, not thinking of my disability and other thing. Uh, Apart from physical mobility, it sharpened my skills also. Means it enables my skills that it gave in my mind. Yeah, there is one skill. Even uh, in case if you lose any job or livelihood, yeah, you can go with the photography and you can start your own studio and all those things. It gave a form of strength to me.
So besides photography, besides creativity, is there anything else that gave that to you?
You were talking about the Olympics or
No, I'm talking about in general. So, is there anything that gave you the motivation, the power to accept yourself? Like, photography gave you the power to believe that, okay, this is a talent that I have that not everyone else has, makes me unique. Is there anything else like that that gave you that power to believe in yourself, to accept yourself?
yes, initially I was, having um, uh, something negative on my mind that, I'm not accepted by the people or like that. But I have overcome once, I've come out of flying colors with this Olympics and my job wherever I did. I gave my fullest effort, which was in fact some of the places it was more than 100% of being done by the normal people also. So I have proven myself with my talent and other thing. And yeah, besides photography or creativity, basically my environment, like family and my corporate system, has accepted me as it is and gave me responsibilities.
All right, so you also mentioned that faith in God and prayers played a part in your acceptance. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, of course. Basically, I'm not an atheist, neither an atheist nor a fundamentalist. I believe in God. I trust in God because I came with the family, Orthodox family, uh, where we do prayers, and it probably it has given me some discipline also, both mentally, physically, and for the mind also. I believe, and it has given some strength, inner strength also. You know, someone is watching, and something good will happen to you when you are doing good to others.
So, like, the reason I ask you all these questions is because there are a lot of people that are differently abled that have a fear that holds them back, right? The fear of uncertainty. So, what advice would you give to them on how to continue um, trying, how to continue succeeding, how to continue trying to reach for? What would your advice be to them?
Yes, it is again a wonderful question, ma'am. With my experience, I always think of one song. It is in Tamil. I will tell you. உனக்கும் கீழே உள்ளவர் கோடி நினைத்து பார்த்து நிம்மதி நாடு. Which means it says that no, you have to see there are no crores of people having a disability than you. If I'm physically challenged, no, I have to see there are so many people, so many blind people are there who cannot see. But I'm able to see. God has given me the vision, right? So I should be happy that I'm happy that God has given this level of disability, and He's giving strength to prove my ability. So apart from that, each and every person, again, each and every person, neither disabled or not disabled, will have one skill which you have to find out. Definitely, 200% there is a skill in each and everyone, unmindful of their percentage of disability. If it is a 99% disability also, there is one skill that person have to find out, or the immediate circle have to find out what is best suited for him. Then you have to enable that person on that, giving training or something to enable that person. Yes, definitely he will succeed. So again, I will see so many people below me. If I'm on wheelchair today, like in November, I'm able to walk. After November, I had a surgery. I'm till now I'm on a wheelchair. But yeah, initially it was very difficult to accept the wheelchair, right from slowly walking with the stick. But again, I thought, so many people are how they are going, they are moving around. See the people uh, who are all living in very difficult situation than you. Then take that as an inspiration and prove yourself what you can do for them also. And then definitely it will give strength to you.
So you were you were paralyzed in your right leg, and you were able to walk with a stick until November, but you had a surgery which put you in a wheelchair. Is that correct?
That's right. So because why, I'm dependent on my right hand to walk. I will put my right hand on my right leg to lock the leg, and I will walk limping with a stick on my left. So now the ligament tear has happened in my right hand, and there was a surgery. After 3 months, I came to know that it is a failure. And again, doctors are advising for me for the resurgery. But in this period, I'm unable to load my hand with that full body weight. So I'm totally on wheelchair now, moving around everywhere in wheelchair.
Okay. So my next question is, so you have polio, which defines you as differently abled, right? You have been walking with a stick, now you're in a wheelchair. So my question is, if you could go back and change one thing about your past, what would you do? What would you
That
change?
I will make uh, yeah, I'll make, none of the person should get disability, for which, def-
So you're saying if you could go back in time, you would make it so that you didn't have a disability, correct?
no, hello,
Yeah,
I lost your voice.
I said so.
Yes, ma'am.
So what you're saying is that if you could go back in time, you would make it so that you didn't have a disability.
See, one thing I can say is, yeah, disability has given me so many things to
Yeah.
explore and other thing. Yeah, one side is positive, very much positive. But the second, again, no, again, uh, I will talk frankly with you. Uh, like in case if for a marriage and all those things, or companion and other thing, yes, disability is coming first, and it is very difficult to get a companion. In that stage, you feel that you would have been a normal person instead of a disabled person. So I'm just going back.
Yeah. Are you married, Sai Krishnan?
No, ma'am, I'm a bachelor.
How, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm now 51.
Okay. So you think one of the biggest difficulties in having a different ability is finding a companion.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Um, okay. And I think you mentioned somewhere in your questions that you also entertain swimming. Do you know swimming?
Yes, ma'am. Because of my disability, again, thanks to the local newspapers, I heard of hydrotherapy. For that, I went for a seminar. Then later, I came to know hydrotherapy helps to improve your body posture and spine health and other thing. And by the way, we 6 people started the hydrotherapy. Then we moved to. We thought after a few months of hydrotherapy, we thought we can start our own association. Then we started the Tamil Nadu Paralympic Swimming Association. We participated with 6 people, participated in national. We won 8 medals. So my swimming, this one I started like that from hydrotherapy.
So you were in the Paralympics as a swimmer, correct?
No, I'm a para pistol shooter only. I'm
Okay.
just swimming. I'm doing for my passion and health.
Oh, Rakesh. And do you find hydrotherapy useful? Do you find any
Yes,
changes?
yes, very much. Hydrotherapy is, one is, it keeps you, you can feel the strength, within the few days, you can feel the lightness, and you can feel the free movement on your muscles. And there is a posture correction is also happening on the spine. You will start at sit erect, and yes, definitely I can say hydrotherapy has helped me a lot.
Okay, and tell me about pistol shooting. What is that and how do you do it?
Which one?
You said pistol shooting?
That's right.
Yeah, tell me
Yeah,
about
once I returned from France Abilympics in 2016, I heard that there was a camp is happening on shooting. So I thought, it is a long time. This one, I want to do something on sports also. Then I went for the camp. I attended a 3-day camp specifically addressed to the people, differently abled people down south. So I had a 3-day um, training, and third day there is a friendly match. I came first. Then they offered whether you want to practice shooting here. Then I joined, and the coach was very helpful to identify that skill also. Within 17 days, the state uh, joining the academy. Within 17 days, the state championship came. My coach encouraged just to go and participate. Yeah, I got my gold there, my first gold.
congratulations.
Thank you, man.
So I'm kind of impressed. You have a full-time job, yet you have so many hobbies that bring, recognition to not only the nation, but to the differently abled community. How do you do it, Sai Krishnan?
With my experience, it is a myth that we don't have time. We have only 24 hours time. We don't have time. All these things. Yeah, once you are scheduled with your um, a day's program, you have a lot of time actually. You have to engage your mind and physical, unless you put a schedule. And the best part is all these things happened. I took classes either after office hours, in the evening hours, or early morning classes. And then, yeah, weekend I devoted for these hobbies or interest. And later, once you have proven yourself both state and national, when you are going for international level, yes, my organization, I have to thank my organization HCL. They have encouraged and helped me a lot. They gave time, they gave this equipments, whatever is required. They supported me a lot. Till today, my organization supports me.
It's nice. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna play a quick round of rapid fire to see how deeply, really beyond limits our guest thinking goes. Sai Krishnan, are you ready? So I'm gonna ask,
Yes,
I'm gonna say one word and you say the first thing that pops into your mind. Like if I say sun, you'll say yellow. Like that. Got it?
right?
Okay. Freedom.
Sai,
Resilience.
huh?
Resilience.
Resilience,
Yes.
Helen Keller,
Beauty.
my mother,
Pain.
of course, again, Sai,
Growth.
Sai,
Failure.
failure,
Yes.
medical,
Suffering.
mother.
So when you say Sai, are you referring to yourself or are you referring to Sai Baba? When you say Sai, are you referring to yourself?
No, Sai, actually, my earlier name is Krishnan. And
Okay.
then later, when I've been attacked with polio, apart from the medical thing, my mother took me to so many places like any other mother will do, because
Okay.
son getting paralyzed in the early stage. So once she took me to one Shirdi Sai devotee, and that person told, tonight he will afraid of some dream. Don't worry, he will shout, and then from next day onwards some miracle will happen. So the next day, yeah, the same thing happened in my life. Yeah, it is a true, I am telling. On the night of what he told, the same night, I was, crying like anything, shouting like anything. Some dog has come peeping from the window, same which that person also told. From next day onwards, I can able to move slowly my leg, and slowly I can move around, like, like what kids will crawl. So that person, when I again my mother took him, me to him, he said, I don't want any this one, just keep Sai. He should be called as Sai Krishna.
Mhm.
So since then, Krishna became Sai Krishna.
Okay. So, Sai Krishnan, I want to ask you more broad questions now. So, what's the one misconception about your experience that you wish more people knew?
Yes, again, the disability comes. Even now, people say they are open. First, now they think of the disability first. They are not seeing the broader view. They are not seeing the person. They are see again. They are going for the physical disability, and first thing they thought, he cannot do that one. They have to change. That
So
will
from
always come to them.
so from that's I think that's more of an awareness issue. So from your perspective, what do you think is missing in the system or society that would make it easier for people with different abilities?
It is an acceptance, a broad acceptance. They have to see the people, in line with, it is inclusiveness where we have to start from the school. It should be inclusive school. All the people should, from there only we have to start, so that, next generation, after 15 years, yes, everyone, they will look as the same, and their perspective will also be remains unchanged after that.
Okay. My question to you is you seem pretty well adjusted, but how would you advise people to find balance between being open about their challenges and their limitations and standing as a source of inspiration or standing their ground?
I told earlier, now I see they have to identify the skills, inner skills, what they are having, and they have to bring out. Uh, like, luckily, yes, I had education and all those things. People supported. Though I'm also from the lower middle class, people have supported, and, encouraged us to go with the education, and whatever interest I do, whatever passion I have. I learned music, I learned violin, I know, I did astronomy also, I did, across all the things I have tried. So everything they're encouraging uh, to bring whatever I, I, I want to learn, they supported. Like that, people have first, they have to identify, yes, they can do, and, whatever things they're passionate, interested, and give fullest effort to learn, and give it, be the best product of that.
Okay, and how does one find these skills? You had a passion for photography that you found at a young age, but what if you don't have a passion for something in the creative arts? How do you find that skill?
Yeah, again, it depends on the people. First is if you are not able to understand or your disability is restricting you to identify that skill. Uh, no.
Yeah.
Uh, so the people next inner circle people like the parents or uh, the friends now should help you to get that skill. What are the things you can do physically, mentally, whether he is good or physically, how much restriction he is having. Someone have to identify that, or a professional person or professional organization can help scientifically to find what skill he can do. When I went first time to Japan,
How has your definition of confidence and self-worth changed through your experience?
yes, it is a progressive only, right from the starting, right from now. Once you are proven with the skill and once you got a job, yes, it gives immense, because livelihood now can be managed because you got a job. Then again your skills, you are keep on improving, and the environment, what type of people you are being moving around. Uh, yes, step by step, the confidence level is also increased.
So, do you think confidence is different for a person with a different ability?
Yes, for the differently able, the confidence is, uh, yeah, one step ahead of the normal people.
One step
It is
ahead,
tough,
it's more difficult.
more difficult. Yes.
Okay. And my last question, Sai Krishnan, is what's next on your journey? So you will already have a lot of accomplishments under your belt. What's the next step for you?
Uh, First step is, to my knowledge, this Abilympics platform has given me the confidence, the skill, the exposure, meeting people, and a very big confidence that um, I can do anything. If the survive is not a big thing at all. So I I'll go in a journey where I want to identify the skills people are having, and how I can help them, uh, how I can enable them with those skills. I want to work on that.
So do you want to work specifically for the differently abled community or for community at large?
Specifically for the differently able. For large community, yes, so many things are there exposed. With my experience, yes, definitely I have to do something for this community.
Mm. So this is your next goal. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Sai Krishnan. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this. I'm so honored. I'm very happy to meet you.
As we wrap up, I want to thank you for being part of this inspiring and empowering journey. The journey towards acceptance and inclusion is ongoing, and each of us has the power to make a meaningful change in our own communities. Each month, we come to you with stories that defy the odds, break barriers, and prove that resilience and strength can redefine your story. So until next time, I am Alma Chopra, and this is Beyond Limit Stories. And I urge you to keep moving, keep defying the odds, and most importantly, keep living boldly beyond limits.